Let's move on to the next game. After Robot Block, this is game number 56, Frontline by Taito. This is Taito's, I think their 4th game for Famicom. So far they've made Space Invaders, Shack and Pop, Elevator Action, and this game, Frontline. So they've made some of the more bad games for the... I mean, Shack and Pop is kind of okay, although it seems like a kind of a low-effort port. Space Invaders definitely a low-effort port. Elevator Action is apparently a Micronix game. I don't know if this game may be Micronix as well, for all I can tell. You're tired, you only work 6 hours today, but the day drags on so bad. Yeah. Well, just relax and watch some Famicom games, Nachos. That'll make you feel better. Anyway, Frontline. I have seen this game before. Okay, this is Frontline. And this right here, I think beats Super Arabian for the absolute worst game and on the Famicom so far. I mean, it has to. Like, it makes me almost want to go back and like raise Super Arabian's score, but I'm not going to. It almost does. So this is like a very primitive version of Ikari Warriors, kind of. And that's saying something because Ikari Warriors is already very primitive. I mean, this game, the graphics in this game are unbelievably bad. Just Taito, Frontline. Do you really, if you're Taito, do you really want to have like your name plastered up there over this on the title of this game? I don't think you do. I don't think you do at all. So these are some of the worst graphics. No, I mean these are, bar none, the worst graphics for the Famicom that I've ever seen. Well, actually, there is a couple other games that are coming up later that might have worse graphics, but there's that one game, which we won't get to for a while, that sort of like really terrible Dragon Warrior clone, Dragon Quest clone. But I mean, these are just, I mean, the animation. Look at the animations. Look at the way your feet move. I guess it's supposed to be cute, you know, but it just looks terrible. And I mean, look at the animation when you like turn your character. Like, what is he doing with his gun? Like, when you move diagonal, the only way your like sprite changes is that your gun sort of like changes angle. See? Like, it's really strange. Actually, the moving from side to side animation is not as horrible. It's just the up and down animations. I mean, who made this? Like, this seems like, seriously, this could have been done by maybe an ambitious 12-year-old, you know? And maybe, like, I don't even mean that as an insult. Like, I think, like, it actually literally could have been made by a 12-year-old. An ambitious 12-year-old, but, you know. I mean, when I was 12, if I would have made this, I probably would have felt proud. Anyway, it's basically Ikari Warriors, so you just, like, move up here, you shoot soldiers. As you can see, we found a tank. You can go inside the tank. And you get, I guess you get a little bit of added protection inside the tank. I'm not quite sure. You move a little bit faster in the tank, a little bit smoother. So I guess there's that. This game is offensive. Is this game offending your delicate sensibilities, Nachos? I'm sorry. I understand. Also, there's... By the way, if you think the graphics are low effort, I mean, the sound is equally low effort. These little, like... Clearly no thought was put into the sound design of this game at all. The sound effects are really, really basic. Just like... There's no music. Was there music on the title screen? I don't think there was. I don't think this game has any... Oh, no. There was some music at the beginning. There was like a drum beat sound. And I think that when you like complete a level, there's probably like an ending jingle. Yeah. But basically no music. And these jingles that the game... Oh, we just got blasted. Right? Unfortunately, we do get to get our tank back, though, so that's nice. The tank does not give you any added protection at all. You still die in one hit. So I guess the only point of the tank is just that you move slightly faster, I suppose. You still move, like, really slow. Whoa! Get the fuck out, tank! All the other enemies have tanks too at this point. I forgot to show you, but like when you're in foot mode, you can actually throw grenades as well. Like look at the arc for the grenades. And the screen actually scrolls left to right too. I think it just loops in on itself, but it's just really strange. The way the grenades are drawn is really silly looking, like everything in this game. So we should be getting close to the base. Here we got to get out of our tank here. We have to throw a grenade into the base, and we won. We won the game. By the way, that's it. That's the whole game. That's the whole game. All it does now is it starts over and you play through the exact same level again. Did you enjoy that, kids? Here, play through it again. So, it's not just the graphics, the sound that are low effort. It's the game itself is. They clearly put the minimal amount of work into this game. Like, everything about this game. I mean, the controls don't feel great. I mean, I suppose the controls aren't the absolute worst in the world. I mean, it feels very slow and sluggish. And it's kind of awkward how your gun is always facing. It's always on the right side, regardless of whether you go up or down. You always hold it in your right hand, and I guess you're supposed to be holding it two-handed, but it doesn't look like you have a left. Oh no, yeah. When you're moving up and diagonal, then you have a left hand, but otherwise you don't have a left hand. It's really weird. It's disgusting, even by early Nintendo standards. It is. It's disgusting. Yeah. Excuse me. That's it. That's the whole game. That's the whole game. So this actually even makes Super Arabian look kind of good. Do you know what I mean? Like, this game is unbelievable. All right, let's go to the ratings. This should be good. Let's go to the ratings. What? By the way, guys in chat, which I guess is just Nachos right now, what would you rate this game on a scale of 0 to 10? Yes, 0 is allowed. All right, it's called Frontline. It's called Frontline. Right about here. I'm giving it a 0. I kind of want it. There was like a little jingle there. Where's Nachos? What did you give it, Nachos? A -4. Wow, that's a really low score, Nachos. Understandable though. I guess I'll give the sound. I kind of want to give the sound a 0 as well. Just because it's so low effort. I mean, it just has that jingle. Like, well, it was just like some really generic kind of army-ish jingle, right? Yeah, I mean, let's just give it 0-0. I think we did beat it though, technically, because that was all you have to do is just play through the game once to beat it. Now, I realize that I haven't updated my rankings in a while here. I think we might have a new winner for the absolute worst game. I think that Frontline might be worse than Dark Castle. I think it might be worse. It's hard to imagine anything being much worse than Frontline, you know? Here we'll give it a 0.08 or 7. It's so unbelievably bad. I also gave Super Arabian a 0, so that should be like in here as well. I wonder where Super Arabian should fit. Is it better than Pit Fighter? Is it better than Superman 64? I think it actually is better than Superman 64. But not as good as Rocky and Bullwinkle. No. So, yeah, maybe right around, like, in the middle of here. Maybe better than Pit Fighter? Yeah, maybe better than Pit Fighter. I'm going to put Super Arabian right here. Let's see. As long as we're ranking games, the Dark Castle is Game of the Year compared to Frontline. That's only a slight exaggeration, but yeah, no. Don't forget how terrible Dark Castle truly is, though. Let's see. Were there any other games that we rated like a 1 recently? Because those should go on there as well, shouldn't they? Wait, the rankings, are those only, is this, yeah, it's for any game 0 or 1. We haven't given anything like a 9 or above yet on the Famicom. Let me just double check. Let's see. What have we played so far? No. There was something else that we gave a 1 to. We gave a 1 to some. I don't think there were no other zeros. Pretty sure that I gave a 1 to something, or maybe I actually changed it. I thought I did. Narc got a 2. The Simpsons gets a 2. Space Invaders gets a 1. That's one of them. Space Invaders. Anything else that was truly terrible that should be on like the worst list? Counted for that. Transformers, Videomation, Urban Champion. Yeah, Urban Champion, not quite. I think I actually raised the score of Urban Champion a little bit. Considering, taking into account how early it is. Warpman just kind of barely escapes. No, okay. Oh, Yar Kung Fu. So those two. Yar Kung Fu. Zippy Race is just a little bit better. Yar Kung Fu and Space Invaders should both be on my worst list. Space Invaders. It's not like, so it's a really bad port. It's kind of awful, but it could almost be a 2, so like maybe a little bit higher for Space Invaders. I think I'm gonna put it right about here, just below Silent Hill Homecoming. So it goes Silent Hill Homecoming, Space Invaders. Good job, Silent Hill developers. And the other one was Yar Kung Fu, which is pretty awful, but still like not that awful. So I don't know, maybe just above. I think it's better than Super Pitfall. Yeah, I think it's better than Super Pitfall. But maybe below these games. No, I don't know. Maybe above, maybe actually it should be a little bit higher too. Above Sword of Sodan, but below Space Invaders. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Right here. Because it's not like that bad. What do you think? Hey, Mr. Leo, what's up? Sorry, I was just engrossed in rating my games. Oh, Mr. Leo. Oh, hey, Long Dizzle. Listen, no, you guys, you just missed out. We just played a game that was worse than Super Arabian. How did Super Arabian go? Bad. I wasn't able to finish it. I got close. Yeah, I really hated Homecoming. Silent Hill Homecoming is a horrible game. You enjoyed Jurassic Park and Genesis as a kid? I was not a fan. You love Super Pitfall? Well, I kind of loved Super Pitfall as a kid, too. I just kind of recognize, like, where it is. Yeah, no. You know what? Let me just... Since you guys are here, let me pull it out again. Yes, look, trust me. This game is worse than Super Arabian. It's really... Here, just look at this game. Frontline. Just look at this game. Nachos agrees with me. This game is unbelievable. Just look at this game. This is Frontline. This is an actual real game. Sorry, Nachos, but I have to show them. This is a real, actual released product for the Famicom. Somebody released this. Nachos is suffering right now. Everybody else is just stunned. And this is worse than Dark Castle. It's worse than Super Arabian. This is honestly the worst game I've ever played. Period. No hyperbole. This is the worst video game I've ever played. That was released, like, officially released by, like, a developer. People spent money on, like, real money. People spent money developing this. You know, we joke... Yeah, it does look like it could be on Atari 2600. We joke that games look like they were designed by a 12-year-old. This actually literally looks like it was designed by a 12-year-old. Like, no exaggeration. This really does look like it was designed by a 12... I mean, this is just horrible. Look at this. The graphics, the lack of sound. You can get a tank. It doesn't really make the game any better, but at least you don't have to see the horrible animation of your character anymore. There's also water that you can just drive right over. It seems to have no point. Like, the water doesn't do anything. Really strange. Really odd. Or maybe it's not supposed to be water. I have no idea what the fuck it... Maybe it's supposed to be, like, mountains? I don't know what the fuck that shit is supposed to be, but you can drive over it. I mean, there are Atari 2600 games that look better than this. This doesn't... This could... If this were an Atari 2600 game, it wouldn't even be one of the better ones. Oh, look at the grenade arc, too. It looks really funny when you throw it straight up, see? Pit Fighter's worse than this? Ah, boy, it's... You know what, Long Dizzle? I think it's really close. I think this is... No, I think this is worse than Pit Fighter. I really do. Pit Fighter is really bad. But, like, this bad? By the way, that's... So you go up a little bit farther and you get to, like, this base. You blow it up with your grenade. And then that's it. Also, there's just one level. And then it's short. At least, unlike Ikari Warriors, the level is short. But there's basically no content for this game either. You can play 2 players. I'm assuming that it's not simultaneous. If it were simultaneous, then that would actually be a point in this game's favor. But no, this game has nothing going for it. Just nothing. See? See? No, this is the worst game I've ever played. The worst professionally released video game I've ever played. Without exception. That's Frontline. Frontline, everyone. All right.